Hell yeah. Back on the soapbox. Let me figure this chat out. This chat out. Y'all. The old YouTube. Sure. It got all that bullshit in there. We back at it, Eric. Yes, sir. Trying to steal. I put out a video on Facebook. Hopefully, we can get some more action. Some more action, Jackson. Action, Jackson. What I need help with? My whole life. I need help with my whole entire life. That'll be great. Tell you what. I'll tell you what. Starting to get hot. I need to come out my hoodie. Robot! Yeah, that's a big question. What I need help with? I don't think we got enough time on here. It's a lot. We went through all the voicemails earlier, Robot. You missed one that pissed me off pretty good. Nah, I'm good here on YouTube for right now, for today. The on-screen chat's not working. That's irritating me. But same shit, different day. Everything I do today, I'm editing and will be uploaded on Spotify tomorrow. Pretty excited for that. My first Spotify podcast post. I don't like calling this a podcast. I don't know what it is, but this thing's not giving me the correct URL for the stream. And that's what's making the chat not work. And I don't really know why. Why? I don't know why. Let's see, that's not, it's, it's being a little bitch. Brandon Rodney, uh-oh. I hate that shit. I hate that shit so much. They took off. That's some bullshit. But shame on those fucking landscapers. I hate that shit so much. I used to blue tape. I did interior trim and siding for Brandon Rodney. And I'd go in and tape things that needed to be fixed or whatever, or changed. And the motherfucking floor guys or the carpet guys, somebody would come in. Sorry, I got to. Somebody would come in and take tape off. Shit wouldn't get done. It's I can't. Why mess with somebody else's shit? You know it's there for them for a reason. I hate that shit. Sorry it happened to you, robot. That's kind of dumb. They got y'all taping 2 days ahead of work. Even with Thanksgiving. That's kind of stupid. People are idiots. Especially when it comes to other people's work. They don't give a shit. Our live chat quit working. It's kind of stupid. No more live chat. Why did it stop working? That's kind of silly. That's what I'm trying to, I think, but I know that's what the problem is. I just can't, depending on where you click it from. What's up, Raymond? Depending on where you click it from, it's a different damn link every time. Let me try to do it. Hold on, let me try this. View your channel. Let me try this. Share. See, that's a different link right there. Every time. Try it again. Oh, oh, they didn't schedule it that way? That makes sense. I thought you meant they scheduled taping and then 2 days later wanted paint. Yeah, I know the chat works on other devices. I just, it's just something I want. I'd like for it to be here on the screen. But if I can't figure it out, it ain't no big deal. It's something to do with the links. I know that for a fact. I'm going to try it one more time right here. Different link. Try it one more time. Nope. 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 Well, that's damn silly. It's getting harder and harder to paint in the cold weather, ain't it? All right, fuck this chat. I'm not going to spend too much time trying to figure this shit out. I don't understand why. Not Priscilla, it's not a YouTube thing. It's a I guess you call it an app. Because YouTube doesn't support on-screen chat. But there's like it's called Twidget. There's like an app where it does work. I've had it working. Robot figured it out for me. But nothing's changed. It's just not working. And I don't know why. I don't know why. That's what mine's doing, Robot. And that's that's what it was doing before when I had the wrong links. It would just hang up on wait. But whenever we figured that out and I put in the right link, it instantly worked. So I don't know. I've closed it down and I've done that. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's aggravating, but it's fine. We had somebody on here earlier that pissed me off. Not pissed me off about them, but their voicemail. They were talking about they got renter's insurance and shit, and their house was hit by a tornado, tore all to pieces, and they went through FEMA. I almost said FMLA. FEMA, what's up, Dirty Red? They went through FEMA to try to get, hotel and shit like that paid for. FEMA denied them because of her character, because she has a history of drug usage in the past. Oh, that set me off. What in the hell does that matter when it comes to government emergency management funding? They give drug users food stamps and fucking welfare and government housing, but can't get help from FEMA. That's stupid. Robot, it was... Let me play it again. It's her... She was having connection. The voicemail is kind of hard to hear, but... Which one is it? Oh, this one here. Oh, it I was fired up.
Yes, here's one I'm going to rip. It's been going on for a year and a half. How about that we were in a tornado 3/31/2023 when the tornadoes went from Iowa and came all the way down Tennessee, and our whole house was destroyed.
Y'all had her. I think she's losing service a lot. It cuts out a lot, so you just have to listen through that.
Picked up with us in it, spun around and sat down in my neighbor's backyard. Luckily, walked without a scratch, but considering that we lost two house, all the thing in it, we go to renter's insurance company that we had renter's insurance through for $40,000, and we figured that we're going to be okay. In the meantime, we can move into a fucking hotel, and they give $3,000 for emergency pay or whatever for your living expenses. It costs us $480 a week to stay in the motel, fighting and fighting with the insurance company. Not going to name one, but it does out $8,000 only out of 40. Okay, FEMA. This is another good one. The government agencies that are supposed to help people, but don't. I was an honest person and told them up front that when they asked if we needed it, I turned it because anyone was the limit would pay out anyway, and since I had $40,000 in insurance, renter's insurance, so I turned it down. Well, when we didn't get that, it didn't get the full amount and only got the 27. We're $13,000 short, so they tell me to go to FEMA. I call FEMA and tell me that they can't help me to go to SBA, which is Small Business Association, which you apply for a loan. If they can't help you, then you can come back to them and they'll proceed, with whatever they're going to do. I go to SBA and I fill out all the work, and they ask, have I ever been convicted of theft? Yes, I have. Okay. I filled in yes, I did not lie. Get work back that has a card in it for me to do my own fingerprinting on the and I'm filling out all the information that they to know where I got my charges, what my charges were, what my PO said, if my PO was really released to me, all kinds of information that I don't think it really has with what to get. So I fill it out anyway, and before I can even get filled, I get a letter from SBA saying it is not in our best interest for the SBA with people of not good character. Now, this is coming from a government agency. This really pisses me off. Right now, a year and a half later, we didn't get the help with FEMA. We didn't get anything. And so we bought Yes, I'm talking about issues after going through a tornado and trying to reach out to the places that are supposed to help when people with disaster. I don't know when I got cut off. I was in the middle of the rant, wasn't paying attention, and looked down and seen that the phone cut off. So just to wrap it up, I'm just going to say this. Here I am. I'm stuck living in an RV behind a motel downtown in a city. I cannot seem to get out from under living here in this spot. I can't find anywhere to go. I'm not getting any help as far as, that we lost, and everything else, and I just find it, preposterous, to say the least. That they sent me a letter saying that they don't consider it their best interest with people of not good character. Just think that is totally wrong for a government agency to send a letter to somebody. Those are words, somebody that just lost everything they own, and they're supposed to help us how? I just like to know what people think about this, because this is just, I feel for the people that are going through everything they're going through now with the hurricanes and tornadoes and all this stuff, because I know I'm one of them. So, I'm not the only one, I'm sure, that has been railroaded by the agencies that are supposed to reach out and help us that are in need. Let people that lied about having renter's insurance, so they got renter's insurance money and they got the payouts that they last in here. This is what I get for being honest. Help at first because I had the renter's insurance. Then when I got screwed over by the insurance company, I came back to FEMA. But, that's a year and a half later, still writing letters trying to get something done. This is absolute bullshit. People should not have to go through stuff like this. And whatever they consider not good character, yes, I have a drug history in my past. I have been to a treatment center. I'm working on 12 years clean. My husband
12 fuck
clean. So,
This woman did drugs 12 years ago.
Judge and anybody's past. I think these government agencies should do the same. I think they should do the same. It's a damn mental and worried about what's done in their past and using it towards how you're supposed to help them. That doesn't have a damn thing to do with what they're going through at that moment when they're in their time of need. And thank the churches and ministries that do help, because we got more help for churches and ministries that do that.
That's it. I will.
Yes.
Oh, Sorry, I restarted. I wish the audio was better on that. I saw a comment hoping we get some better things happening in the next 4 years. I certainly hope so too. I don't give a shit. It ain't even politics. Whoever you voted for, it don't matter. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You can walk into the fucking welfare office with a joint in your hand and get it. You get food stamps, high on crack. They don't care. Hell yeah, here, take it. But ask for help from a damn tornado tearing your house to smithereens. Nah, can't help you. Because you did drugs 12 years ago. I'm going to text that lady. I'm going to see if I can get her to tell a little bit more about that. Oh, yeah. Robot. Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like all those programs, they're in place for a good reason and for a good, so people need it when they need it. People do abuse it, yes. And that is for them to figure that shit out, not me. But they need to figure out how to keep people from abusing it, whatever. But when it comes time for you to pay, I mean, it's the example I used earlier. Imagine you get in a car accident and State Farm shows up and says, well, 12 years ago, you did a little bit of shit that we don't like, so we're not going to pay for this. It's just a fucking bullshit excuse for them to get out of paying. So I am going to get in touch with her and see if I can get a little bit more of that, because I feel like I would like to turn that into a post in itself and hopefully get some traction on that conversation. But can't really do it with that bad audio. Yeah, 12 years, exactly. Remember that stop sign you ran when you were 17, bro? Well, here we are. You're 41. Nope. We're not going to cover that. I hate the damn government. I hate them all. I hate the government. They're not. I think Priscilla, somebody said the scariest phrase is, we're from the government, we're here to help. Man, that's the damn truth. Them sumbitches ain't for nobody but their pockets. I'm trying to find that app to uninstall it. I don't know where it installed to. I have to search for it. Oh, there. No. Twidget. Uninstall. Get out of here, Twidget. Twidget's gone. Gone forever. Twidget. I spelled Twidget wrong. Mm-hmm. There we go. Microsoft Store, Twidget, download. All right, we're going to try to redo it and see. Hope it don't screw up the stream while I'm on. It shouldn't though. She's downloading now. Gone forever. Man, that lady, that one had me fired up this morning. And you know, like she said, because she was honest, like she said, I feel like the majority of people that do have, I think she said it was a felony. I believe that maybe that I might be putting that out there. I don't know if that, I think that's what she said, but the majority of people that had that charge or those charges that she had 12 years ago would have just lied about it and said no. And that would have probably been the end of it. All right, you good? Right on. What you need? I hate the government. All right. We're reinstalling Twidget. It's not gone quite forever. Which taking a long time to install. My computer's a piece of shit. I need a new one. But Ryzen is ultra proud of their shit, and they make it extremely expensive for some silly reason. Why is this hung up? Well, it's just, dude, I don't even know. I bought this thing from, let me see. I bought this thing. I have it's an i7, Intel i7, 4 gigahertz. It's not bad. 16 gig RAM. I don't know what video. I don't know about the GPU. It's not a game. It's like a office computer. But the laptop I was using absolutely crashed, and I had to have one quickly. So I just went up to this like computer repair store. And this is a refurb. It was like $300, so I bought it. It's not made for streaming. So I don't have Ryzen. Yeah, no, I want a Ryzen. I want AMD. The one I built one just playing around. It's like $8,000. But I don't need that. I just dreaming. All right, signed out. Let's sign in. Let's get Twidget rolling again. You. Oh, that's why it didn't work last time. I didn't give it permissions. And here goes nothing. Still waiting. shopping. Yeah. It was like the best of everything. Just even the Founders 4090 Founders edition, which there is absolutely no need for that. For what I don't game, it's just for streaming. But I do edit on here, and when I'm using my like 4K footage and stuff, it completely crashes down. I need a strong GPU so I can edit, because I've got a brand new camera that's just sitting there on a tripod, and I can't edit the footage, and it drives me crazy. I just got it like a month and a half ago, and I love it, but I can't use it. I can use it, I just can't edit it. So that makes me sad. And we're still not. Okay, hold on. We're still not in on this Twidget. Let me try to get the link again. Yeah, 38. The 3090 that's not Founders. The Founders. It was just because, like I said, I was just dreaming if I had infinite money. But the 3090 that's not Founders is like $1,500 cheaper. But I don't know. One day, maybe I'll just buy part by part, and definitely won't have the $8,000 build, but it would probably be quite expensive. Yeah, MacBook. Yeah, I'd like to have a MacBook too. I don't have, I would love to have a MacBook. I'd prefer a MacBook for editing. But streaming, I don't need the MacBook. But I do want a MacBook for editing. Yeah, Robot, I'm going to start that's what I'm going to start doing. Is buying part by part. Instead of, I just don't have, I don't have it, and if I did, I don't think I could just drop $5-6 grand on a computer. I guess. I mean, I don't know. But probably my first purchase of 2025, I'm just trying to get into a new tax year, is going to be a MacBook for editing, which I'll probably stream on as well for now, but I'd like to have a dedicated streaming PC. Do it now? Oh, do it right. I thought you said do it right now. I was about to say, I need to start the year off with some write-offs. Give me a good jump. So I'm going to wait. But I don't know, man. That one I built, it was liquid cooled and all that. I don't need all that shit for streaming. Editing might not be a bad idea, but I do want a Mac for editing. It's hard to beat a Mac for editing. 3,000. The one I want is M3 Max. It's on up there. I know they do, Robot. I've been looking at them. I don't know. I need to figure it out. Like, this computer's fine for streaming, but editing, it bogs it down hard. Like right now, it's using 5.8% on CPU streaming, and that's 60 frames per second. So it's fine for streaming, but editing's hard on it. I have the new iPad Pro, which I've started doing most of my edits on. It actually handles editing a whole lot better than this. But it's a good iPad. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. I may be able to put. I don't know if I could. I need to take the cover off this one and see if I could put. What do I have? I know I've got. Let me see what's in here. Oh, why did I go to display? I don't want to go there. It puts the virtual camera in as a separate video controller. I didn't know that. Okay, Robot, I appreciate that. I have Intel Xenon. Yeah, it's a shitty processor. But ain't got no money. So use that slot, take the hard drive out, and use like an external. Part picker. That's what I use. Let me pull this up. Got that set. That's 7950. 7950. 7950. Yeah, 16 core. See, the one I like, the dream build that I was doing, it was like a 40 core for no reason. Xeon. Oh, what I say? Xenon. Xeon. Let me see. Oh, I'm not signed in. I don't remember my shit. I was gonna tell you the list. but it's not a good one. It's I don't have it pulled up right now. Yeah, yeah. These are all. Mine's like a Xeon 100. You can't even Google a Xeon 100. So it's the Dollar General version. Well, my first one had 98, Windows 98. I do remember my first one was Windows 98. Tiger Direct. Are they not in business anymore? I remember Tiger Direct too. You say like you remember, are they closed down? Or are they still going? I haven't seen Tiger Direct in forever. Well, maybe it's not a bad one. I don't know. I don't know anything about Intel. The AMD and the Ryzens are all I know about. That's just all I've ever looked at. Tiger Direct's long gone. I need to add that to my list because I'm making a video about Redbox. Redbox joining Circuit City, Radio Shack. Who else did I have on there? Circuit City, Radio Shack. Blockbuster. Joining all these companies in heaven. And I feel like that'd be a good cameo for Tiger Direct too. Yeah, Red. Somebody I saw somewhere that a lot of stores that have them are giving the machines away so people will take them because I guess Redbox isn't picking them up. I don't know what you would want with a Redbox machine other than it'd be cool in a man cave or something. It'd be cool to have one. But, yeah, might be able to score a machine if you talk to the businesses. That'd be cool. Have a damn Redbox in the background. Oh, really? That's cool. Family Video. Our little hometown video store was called Hometown Video. And I remember going there when I was a kid. We'd be getting this was before DVD. We'd be getting VHSs. And if you go up, I was like I was always told I can't go upstairs. Can't go upstairs. So I wanted to venture upstairs. That's where the magical videos are. Upstairs at Hometown Video. Ooh, that's where the good stuff is. I got my ass beat for going up there. Hometown Video. Yeah, they were. Is wall to wall. You go up, there's a curtain at the top of the stairs. Peel that thing open, and it's just heaven. Oh, little 10-year-old, 12-year-old me. Boy. I thought when you die, that's where you go. Upstairs of Hometown Video. That is what heaven is. I used to love going to the video store. We went to Blockbuster mostly, but Hometown, when Blockbuster didn't have stuff, because Hometown was a little more expensive than Blockbuster. I remember that my folks always fussing about that. But I used to love going to Blockbuster. It was like a whole event. And then it'd make you so mad when you finally find the one you want to see and there's no copies left. They only have like 3 or 5 and they're all rented out. And then, y'all remember hiding them? If you found one you wanted to get next week, but you couldn't get it this week, you take it and you go put it behind some dumb like fucking romantic novel series. Put it behind there so nobody find it. You got to stash the videos. Oh, really? I didn't know Blockbuster had any kind of nudies. Did they? That's crazy. Oh, Nintendo 64, man. That weird ass controller. Man, that 64 was, God, that Donkey Kong. That was the good times, man. Y'all remember the big ass, the NES, the first one, first Nintendo, that big ass joystick controller with the 2 big red buttons? You had to set it in your lap. That thing was crazy. GoldenEye, yes. GoldenEye. I think everybody had a copy of GoldenEye. If you didn't, you weren't cool. That's period. Golly. The turbo sliders, yep. And the Game Genie. Don't even get me started on the Game Genie. Ooh, I'd piss my brothers off. I'd make them so mad because we kept the Game Genie in, but I promised this game, no cheats. They trusted me too much. I'd throw them in, up, down, A, B, start, left, right. I forget what it is. Over with. Infinite lives. 0 gravity. What code? Yes. They trusted me way too much. I promise you, though, the next game, it's legit. It's legit. And then Liu Kang just starts hitting fireballs. Like rapid fire. Oh, my bad. I forgot to turn the cheat off. Friggin' Contra. Invincibility. What did Contra have? Contra had 99 lives, invincibility, and I think that's the one that has 0. One of them had 0 gravity where you could jump and just float forever and it would fall slow. So you could, if you had to jump on like pillars, you could control it. Game changer. Game Genie was awesome. I just watched a documentary last week on YouTube about Game Genie and how it started, and Nintendo tried to sue the shit out of them, and they actually lost. and then they partnered up with Sega, and Sega actually started advertising Game Genies on their new consoles. That's pretty interesting. Channel 3, gotta have. Make sure that damn that yellow cord's in. Yep. Or were they coax back then? I can't even remember. It might have been before RCA. Was it coax? I can't remember. Contra on NES was easy. Shut your mouth, Dirty Red. Look, I used to get so mad at Contra. God, I used to get so mad at that shit. Old school coax, yeah. I can't remember I don't think I was ever allowed. My stepdad was, if he ever caught us anywhere near the back of the TV or his big ass stereo system with all the cables, if we were anywhere near the back of that, we were getting our asses beat. I don't think I was ever allowed to hook it up or unhook it, but there were so many cables and wires, and he's the only one that knew how to hook that shit up. You did not go behind the TV. You could go in my mama's underwear drawer and get in less trouble than going behind the TV. You go behind TV, you're fucked. Your ass is beat down. We just didn't go there. Trying to bend the cable, the coax. Gosh. I don't know if I remember Ghosts and Goblins. Let's pull up Ghosts and Goblins. Let's see because I might just not remember the name. Let's see here. Let's go to Ghosts and Goblins. So we're gonna see some gameplay. Hold on. Why don't I remember this one?
What's up, guys? Whoa.
Oh, come on, ad.
You're watching a toothbrush play Billie Eilish. But did you know that there's a YouTube music?
All right, we'll get...
Or try. Not enough time.
Why don't I remember
What's up,
Ghosts and
Biznat? What's up,
Goblins?
Rich? There's Rich right there, Mr. Richard. Thank you so much for Richard finding a way around the incomplete game. And like I said, that workaround was definitely... the level select code just from the old game works on this. Isn't that cool? So hopefully we're going to see all the levels today. Like I said, I'm just doing the one loop because there's no point in doing two. I can't. If I do a level select at stage 3, it'll just
Those little
be
jumps right
super
there?
pointless.
What, not there. Those little... where'd it go? I went back too far. Those little one block pillars, that motherfuckers have never known anxiety. There's no anxiety in 2024 that will compare to the anxiety of landing on those damn jumps. It's a whole different. Not on this account, YouTube. I got YouTube Premium on the other one. I'm on the Soapbox. I don't have it on both accounts. Brittany, what's up? You never seen that? I hadn't seen Ghosts and Goblins either. But those little jumps, this shit'll drive you crazy. Especially if you got, like in Mario, you got flying turtles coming at you and fireballs, and or those stupid ass little spinning little fireball things. God almighty, shut up. The hell out of here. It's 2 hits, and is it this game? You get 2 hits.
Huh? Hey buddy, you need to go upstairs.
Yeah, get that kid out of here. We're trying to play Ghosts and Goblins. Go on, kid.
You got to use the level select code, so we will be doing that. Oh shit! Come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I might not even have that much time now.
Buddy, it's rapid fire and.
Damn it, I miss that every time.
I'm telling you, these things, it's so aggravating because you can't, in games now, if you screw up, it auto saves, you start back right there. You gotta restart the whole damn level. Pillars on oh yeah, they're so terrifying. And then remember, I think it might have been Mario 3 where he flies. When you jump on those little floating, they look like damn bread. They look like sub bread. You jump on them and they fall, so you got to jump fast because they gonna all fall. They won't, Raymond. I'm telling you, that's stressful. These games have caused plenty of fights in my house between my brothers. Even my stepdad, he thought he could do it. No, get in line, Jeff. Get in line, Jeff. You can't do it, Jeff. Damn. Ain't that some bullshit? Oh, the damn with the Brittany with the little alligators in them, the little alligator carts. Yeah, them things were pain in the ass too. The little alligator carts sucked. Let me switch to my other profile because I don't want to see ads on here because these ads have music and they're going to get me in damn trouble. All right, now. Yeah, now we're on the premium. I typed in Diddy Kong and it's bringing up a bunch of shit about P. Diddy. This is what Brittany's talking about. Oh, my bad. I didn't turn it back on. This is what Brittany's talking about. So we played this a lot when we first met. And she would sit and replay this shit over and over and over and over. She had the hardest time with this level right here. She had such a hard time with this. Shit's stressful. That was probably very loud. Oh, you going swimming now? Let's skip that. That's bullshit. Get out of here. Yeah, that's Oh, there he is. That one right there with the little alligator would get her every single time. Every time she would make it. And it's almost at the end, which is even more frustrating. Brittany, we're not talking about that. This is even more frustrating. Because it's almost at the end and that little bastard right there would knock you off. Or that one. This is a hard level. Come on. You do this one or I'm done. I feel like I was good at that level. I feel like I was pretty good at that one. Probably not. We play this shit on 2 players for hours. The sprite-based games. What were those? What were the sprite games? What? That was those were hard, Brittany. What else? What is the sprite games? Poorly aged 2000s commercials.
This week, September 10th through the 16th at 7 p.m., an outdoor dance series, Evening Stars, on stage at the Twin Towers. Presented by Visa with the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey.
I didn't know that's what the term was. Sprite. Sprite is two-dimensional. There you go. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like some kind of like Sprite endorsement. I never heard of that. They were hard though. They were damn sure hard. Never heard that term. I just became a computer nerd yesterday. Yesterday. I'm just kidding. I've always been a nerd, but I've never heard that. We are another hour in. So I'm probably going to shut this down like every hour because I don't want the files to be humongous and I've got to edit through them, and all of what I do today will be on Spotify tomorrow. So I'm excited. That'll be my first Spotify upload. Oh, I see. So the feet and the hands come outside of the bound. I see what you're saying. I didn't know that's what the term was. Learn some new shit every day on the old Soapbox. I put that video on Facebook hoping we had people calling in, but it ain't really working. We could watch some. I really want to see these poorly aged 2000s commercials. Let's see what that is.
To your mailbox.
Get any good ones? Oh, they all die in the end. You never see it coming. She never finds her father. So sad. Alien wins. Ship sinks.
But with Blockbuster Total Access, you can do something you can't do with Netflix.
Look at there.
Exchange your movies for new ones right in the store. No extra charge, just in case you need them. Movies through the mail plus movies through the store. One low price. That's Blockbuster Total Access.
I remember
Get a free
that.
trial at your Blockbuster store or blockbuster.com.
You know what being a man is all about? It's not about playing tough. It's not about pretending to be cool. It's about being a good son. It's about someday being a good father. It's about taking care of the people you care about. It's about being respected for who you are and not who you can beat up.
Violence. Get over it.
Everywhere I go in America,
over
everywhere I've gone on this fantastic journey so far, people walk up to me with pictures of their children and say, Governor, I want my child to look at
Dirty Red, I'm glad. I appreciate you calling in with that rant. Sorry, I think I was having I couldn't hear you. I had technical shit going on. So I apologize for that. What is this? We're gonna have to watch this because that didn't look good.
GCs. I believe it's important for America to have confidence in their leadership. I think it's really important for moms and dads to be able to point to the White House and say, that person has brought honor and dignity to the office.
Great meeting, Jim. Should I beam you my notes?
Nope.
Should we prepare a report?
No.
Oh,
Should we coordinate our schedules?
let me tell you where my mind went. My mind was seeing an old George W. Bush endorsement, and I scrolled through and I saw this scene, and I thought that was going to be a different, I thought that was going to go much differently. That's where it's dark humor. That's where I thought it was going.
For next week. Should we go over the sales projections?
I don't think so.
Review the earnings forecasts?
No.
Should I shut up so you can watch the game?
There you go.
Robot. No. I didn't know what that was going to be about. But I was wrong. That was just an endorsement. I don't understand why that's poorly aged, but whatever. But Blockbuster did try so hard to compete with Netflix. They've hit the second. Unfortunate World Trade. I don't think so. I don't think I've seen them. Uh-oh. Oh, we got Diddy. Let's see what Diddy's talking about. Proactive.
Sean P. Diddy Combs has been using Proactive Solution for years, since his New York dermatologist recommended it.
During the time when I had an album out, I was more in the public eye, so I definitely had to take care of this problem. I couldn't be in the public eye with, pimples all on my face.
Proactive combines multiple medications with soothing spa-quality botanicals to create a powerful acne-fighting system.
The only thing that would have made this absolutely perfect is if it was a Johnson & Johnson baby oil commercial. That would have been amazing.
You can heal acne today and help prevent new breakouts tomorrow.
What?
2 weeks later, my skin had started to really smooth out and clear up. One of the things about Proactive is it moisturizes my situation, it preserves my
Sears underestimated.
I'm doing what I need to do.
I remember going to Sears when I was a kid. I hated it when I was a kid because we had to go look at all them Craftsman tools, which I just hated as a kid. It was so boring to me. But as I got older, I enjoyed going there. Sears is another one I just forgot about. We used to do all the Christmas shopping. Everything came from Sears. Let's scroll through and see what we got.
See, when you're 5, you're 5?
Hold on.
Cosby. Hey, hello, friend. I want to talk to you about being 5. Are you 5? Were you 5? Are you going to be 5? See, my friend Little Bill is 5, and he thinks it's great. And you know what? I have to agree with him. See, when you're 5, you get to go to a fantastic place called kindergarten. Okay, so now kindergarten.
Okay. I loved Sears when I got older. I was probably what I'm thinking of. I was still in like elementary school age. I don't know, but I liked it as I got older, and I used to love going to the mall. Yeah, man, my uncle's a mechanic, and he used to swear by Craftsman, and he would argue with anybody. But then, Craftsman was the shit. But I feel like tools and technology, everything's so advanced now that, you know, unless it's a 75-cent wrench, I feel like for average, you know, shade tree backyard mechanics, they're all good. You know, probably wouldn't want to put 1,000 foot-pounds of torque on a you know, Harbor Freight wrench, but I don't know. Sell Snap-on? No. Harbor Freight is fine. I got no problem with Harbor Freight at all. To be honest with you, the majority of my stuff that I use comes from Harbor Freight. But there is better and worse Harbor Freight stuff. I don't care what anybody says. A Hercules impact driver is not going to outperform my Milwaukee. It will not. I don't care what anybody says. And people that, oh yeah, it is, they're Harbor Freight fanboys. I'm not a fanboy. I'm just telling you, look at the specs, look at the technical specs. It's not going to perform as well. The battery life's not as good. But put me on some Pittsburgh. The majority of my tools are Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. I got some Icons, but not a lot. They're expensive. I don't really have a need for Icons. You know, I don't do any heavy duty shit, but I'd say the vast majority of my shit, my hand tools, are Pittsburgh or mostly Pittsburgh, to be honest with you. Bosch used to be my favorite before, you know, I found out about Rigid or Milwaukee. I used to use Rigid. I was a Rigid fanboy. I was a fanboy then for Rigid. But Bosch was always what I couldn't afford. Bosch was always like, when I was using Rigid, like, I would try to save up for Bosch. And now I just pay $1 million for Milwaukee for no reason. That stuff's so expensive, but it's good stuff. And I'm sitting here talking about my Pittsburgh and Icons wearing a Snap-on hat. I bought this hat off eBay. for a skit. But, and I like it. So, I was doing a Snap-on skit, but it's a decent hat. I don't like the way it's reversed. It's sinking in right here. I don't like that at all. You're a Rigid fan, but I used to be. And I'm just so like anal about all of my shit, all the batteries. I don't want multiple brands of batteries and all that. So once I started getting Milwaukee, I sold every bit of my Rigid stuff except for my air. My nail guns, my staple guns. I've got a couple sanders that are left Rigid, but my air nailers, they're all Rigid. And I'll probably keep them that way. I think they're just damn fine. There are more expensive ones out there that probably might do a better job. I don't know. But my battery-powered trim nailers and brad nailers and finish nailers are all Milwaukee. But anything I hook to a compressor, it's typically Rigid. I think they make fine air tools. Personally. You know, I know Porter Cable does, and Bostitich. How do you say that? Bostitich? Whatever. They make great tools too, but I like my Rigids. For the price, you know, I feel like I can't beat them. Most of my tools are woodworking stuff, trim tools, carpentry tools, saws, band saws, drill press, stuff like that. I love woodworking and carpentry. The very few mechanic tools are all from Harbor Freight, pretty much. I missed some comments here. I wish I could get the comments on the screen to work. This shit's aggravating me. Icon's good shit. I've seen all those videos, people comparing Icon to Snap-on, and every single one I've seen, the Icon usually wins. Raymond, I would say I'm the same way, but the only reason I am loyal to Milwaukee's battery tools is because the batteries are so damn expensive, and I've got a lot of them. I'm not buying batteries for any other brands. I hate buying. It's one thing I cannot stand spending money on is $200, $250 on a battery. It pisses me off. So I've done that. So everything battery powered I get is gonna be Milwaukee, and that's the only. That's not the only reason. It's good shit. It's good shit, but that's the main reason I'm loyal to that brand is because of the batteries. You know, I saw on Amazon where you can get converters now and like use Ryobi batteries. I don't know how good they work, but trust me, Raymond, I will be at Home Depot in January. You are correct. I will be there. Shit, yeah. I've done my share of pawn shop shopping. Yeah, the compressor, I just use a little pancake compressor. It's Rigid. and all the staplers, nailers, all that, they're all rigid too. That little 6-gallon pancake for $100, that's a damn good little compressor for $100. I have a big one, a great big one, but the drain valve, I gotta replace the drain valve on it. And it's 220. And the shop I had a 220 out there, but I don't have any place for it now. So probably gonna end up donating that to a friend. The batteries, I think Homefront, I feel like that's probably the reason anybody's so loyal to these battery-powered brands. Because, dang, the batteries. You know, the bare tool prices are expensive, but I don't feel as bad about it because it's a tool. It's cool. Like, yeah, you know, $300, that's a lot of money, but it's a tool. I hate buying batteries. I hate it. Now, I can't imagine having to rebuy batteries for if I switch to DeWalt. And I got nothing against DeWalt. My miter saw, my table saw, some sanders, they're DeWalt. And I love my miter saw. I love it so much. It's a sliding dual bevel. It's a nice saw. So I like DeWalt saws, and I'm sure their power tool, their drills and shit are fine too. I don't have batteries for them, and I'm not buying batteries. Can we get Bill Cosby off here? I just realized Bill Cosby's still hanging out. Pawn shops give you the ick. If it's something that's a very good deal. Because I don't know if you call it bougie or what. I'd rather buy new just so I got a warranty. I've got a receipt if it tears up in the next 30 days, all that shit, especially with a battery. I would personally never buy a battery from a pawn shop. That's just me. But, so if it's got to be a really good deal for me to get it at a pawn shop. And it's got to look damn near new. Because pawn shops ain't the cheapest in the world. They'll still be charging $250 for a 10-year-old drill beat to hell and back because it's got two 2-amp batteries. Main reason still use Apple. It's because of the peripherals and the batteries and stuff. Oh, trust me, Raymond. Pretty much every tool I made sure to need it for a project to be written off. You know, I mean, who doesn't need I'm trying to think of who doesn't need a new drill press for crown mold job. You need it. You need it. How can you install crown molding without a drill press? You can't. You can't. It's not possible. IRS, If you're listening, you have to have it. You can't do it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I needed it. How else? For the exactly. I needed the bit, and it came with the drill press. I guess I'll just throw that damn thing in the shop, but I needed that bit real bad. Stupid drill press taking up all this space. Lag screw. There you go. Oh, Shopsmith. Oh my God. You just made me. I'm going to take a break here in a minute. I have wanted a Shopsmith since probably the day I was born. I don't know, but I remember wanting one since I was probably about 15, 16 years old. I've always wanted a Shopsmith. I've never had a lathe. I really want a lathe. That Shopsmith, man, that's like a dream machine. God. Homefront has 2 Shopsmiths. That's crazy, dude. I would love to have a Shopsmith. Wait. What's this about kangaroos? There are 3.5 million people living in Uruguay. There are 49 million kangaroos in Australia. If the kangaroos invaded Uruguay and the Uruguayans would have to fight 14 kangaroos each. That's wild. We got a problem. We got to do something about the we got to do something about the kangaroo population. That's what it seems like. Wow. Imagine having to fight 14 kangaroos. That sucks. We live near Dayton, home of the Homefront. I'm telling you, I first stumbled on one. I had no idea what this big ass thing was. A guy that taught me how to do trim. I just learned it. Like, I don't know. I worked for a builder, and that builder's trim was always phenomenal. It's so good looking. So I started inquiring about it, and that builder put me in touch with his trim guy, who happens to live right down the road from me. I'm like, oh shit, that's great. So, I was like just over there drooling. He's like, why don't you come by and look at the shop? Look at my base. He's got his whole basement set up. And I did, and he had a Shopsmith, and I'm like, what is that monstrosity right there? And he told me about it, and he started showing me some of the stuff he's done on it, and it's just mind-blowing to me. It's mind-blowing. I've wanted one ever since. But he does, and what I like is custom trim. I don't, I've done some track builder shit. Because that pays bills. But I hate it. The custom shit, get on some of these real nice, expensive houses in Atlanta and shit, Decatur. They got some nice trim details. You bet 100% bet there's no way in hell I think I could fight 2 kangaroos at one time, let alone 14. There's not a chance. I'm not that cocky. I know myself. I know, hey, sometimes I get a little winded putting my shoes on. Tying my shoes is kind of a, like, damn. Whew. That's why I wear Crocs. I know fighting 14 kangaroos, I'm gonna be on the losing end of that battle. I promise you that. Homefront, I was trying very hard. He didn't really use his anymore at the time when I saw it. I was trying so hard to get him to work out. I didn't have any money. I was, early in my career. But I was trying to get him to work out some kind of payment deal. I pay you X amount every week. You can keep the machine till it's paid for. And he was going to, and he got sick, and his family ended up selling it to pay for some bills, medical bills and stuff, which rightfully so. I don't know where it ended up, but I love that thing. I hadn't heard of a shopsmith since. I don't hear anybody talking about shopsmith. That's crazy. I've always just wanted a lathe. I think that's cool as shit. Just making spindles and chair legs and things like that. I think it's cool as hell. It's beautiful details. Problem is these damn track builders that we all probably have, worked for at some point, I guess. These track builders just ruin the idea of people. The majority of people that think trim work think a little bit of 3-inch base, no crown, maybe crown in a foyer, maybe. But it's this little 3-inch crown. Maybe some chair rail in a dining room. And that's an upgraded house. That's, you paying some money for that damn chair rail. And one piece of window casing underneath a stool. That's trimmed out. House is trimmed. We trimmed it. And it makes me so mad. Like, I don't know. Homefront, I don't know if enough people would know what shopsmith is. I think that's a very specific tool. I don't know. Maybe I could figure out how to have it in there as a guest. Not like a permanent fixture, but maybe a guest speaker. I'll figure that out. I think it is, Raymond. I don't know. I might front page is a damn restaurant down the street. Homefront. I keep saying front page when I see your name. It's just I guess I'm dyslexic. I don't know. Homefront may tell me differently. I think it is pretty niche, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's used for other things. I only know of woodworking with it. I'm sure it can be used for other stuff. I have no idea. If you're from Dayton. And maybe it's not as uncommon as I think. I don't know. Maybe it's not. A substitute janitor. Craftsman is the main janitor, but I think shopsmith could give him a day off. That's funny. Oh, we're on an hour and a half. I need to close this down so I can save the file. Just I'm dealing with computer shit here. The bigger the file, the harder it is for my damn thing to Save it and all that shit. You got me wanting to. How much are they? Are they still so expensive? They've always been so expensive. A 60-year-old shopsmith user is considered young. I believe that. I believe that. Raymond, thank you for hanging out. I'll be getting off here in just a minute. I'm actually looking at shopsmiths right now. Wow, they look so much different from the one that guy had. His name was Jeff. The one Jeff had was this gigantic green, like hunter green color. Just looked like a solid block of steel. It was just a monstrosity of a machine. It was huge. Mark 7, I think that's what I'm looking at right now. Mark 7 is $54.95. What a cool ass machine though. See, they're computerized now. I'm trying to think of what year it was. I know what year I graduated. It was probably 2003. It's a couple years after I graduated. It's probably 2003. When I saw this machine, and Jeff was in his 60s and he had had it for a long time. So who knows what year this thing was made? Oh, with Raymond's help. That's awesome. Hell yeah. I hope I want to see y'all's content you make with it. That's cool as shit. This Mark 7's a bad boy. Oh, it's got a touch screen. That's fancy. Oh, that's an upgrade. That's fancy. Or does the Mark 7 come with the Power Pro? With touch screen motor. That's pretty cool. That's how we were talking about the computer I need for streaming and editing. I'm going to end up building one piece at a time because I can't afford it pre-built. That's cool, man. I really haven't heard Shopsmith in 20 years. That's cool. I didn't even know that was a brand. I thought that's just what that machine was called that he had. I thought that's just what he called it. I didn't realize Shopsmith was even a brand till now. Hell yeah. I want to see what y'all create with that damn thing. That thing's basically, it's like having a whole entire shop worth of shit, different big machines in one one area. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of your Shopsmith home front. Oh, you can put a dust collector on it too. I made my dust collector out of PVC pipe, a Home Depot bucket, a turbine, and then I upgraded to a blue 50-gallon, like it was a water jug, but a barrel basically. And had the big cloth thing, but I had the pipes ran all through my shop to each tool with fuck are they called? Little, slides over the dampers. I don't know what it's called, but Michael W. Appreciate that, bro. So the machine was so badass that they named the company after them. That tells you how good. That's pretty impressive. That tells you how awesome this thing is. That they named the whole company after this one tool, one machine. That's crazy. Homefront, I would damn sure. I actually maybe coming up near Ohio pretty soon. I'll be near Chicago. We could. I'll. That'd be cool. I'd like to see that shit. I love woodworking, man. It's crazy because it's something I don't do any content about. I don't really talk about it. I just love it. Let me see. I don't know if I have many pictures. Think of something. It would tell you. I'm gonna try to find some of my old pictures. And next stream, I got so many. I like building furniture the most. I like doing trim too. But in my shop, I love building furniture. Sure love it. The reason I don't talk about it, I'll be honest with you, and I will, because there's 3 people in here. The reason I don't talk about it much, when motherfuckers find out, oh, you can build dining room tables, oh, you can build beds, oh, you can build nightstands, you know what's coming. Now, as far as anybody on the internet's concerned, I can't do shit. I can't do shit. I don't even know how to turn on a saw. I never use one. Never in my life. I've been burned out of my ass several times by good friends. Good friends. On handshakes that didn't get honored. So, nope. I don't know how to do it. That's the same as, people find out you're a mechanic. Really? I got this 89 Ford Tempo. Really could use a water pump, power steering pump. On in the truck. Oh, yeah, I bet. Can you haul it? Hey, man. I bet. You got a flatbed? You ain't got a car hauler, do you? It's always some dumb shit. And, and I'm like, I don't like to, if my friend needs something, yeah, sure. And it just doesn't come, usually I feel like it doesn't come back around. And that's from experience, And it's funny, I still do. Some of these deals are 5, 6, 10 years old, and I still see pictures on Facebook. Oh, that's a nice table in the background. That's a nice bed your daughter's hanging out in. So yeah, I don't know if you'll ever see me making a woodworking video. Luke, I hear you, and it's just, somebody will have a specific sob story, blah, 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 I don't know, whatever, and I fall for it, but I hear you. And what's frustrating is those people that get the freebies they never appreciate what you've given them. And I feel like someone that's going to pay you $1,500 to make a table, $2,000 to make a table, they going to love that table. Not just because of the money, but obviously they know what goes into it. They know that the material alone is half that. If you building it, all cedar and poplar. So they appreciate it, but the ones that, hey man, can you do me a solid? They don't give a shit about it. They don't know what they got. They don't care about it. They just a free table. It ain't no better to them than going to Walmart and getting a damn fold out table. It's a table. The days spent sanding, staining, sanding, smoothing. They don't care about that. It's a free table. Even paint on some of the beds that I've done. Man, I'll spend a week on paint, just whitewashing, wet sanding. I like wet sanded furniture. I like for it to shine as much as it can. And I wet sand, whitewash, underlayers over. It's just, I don't know. And I don't have a paint booth, like a real painting setup. So I could probably be done faster if I had the right setup for paint, but I don't. I don't paint enough to need to get that. But I do really enjoy the painting part of it. And people just, oh yeah, it's blue. I like it. Fuck you mean it's blue? Fuck. I get so I don't want to say offended because that makes me look like a bitch, but when I spend, weeks or months making something and you're just like, oh, that's cool, thanks, throw it in the back of the truck, it's just, Raymond, yeah, you always will. You renovating houses, you're always gonna have that label. Because people don't know. People don't. They just think it's a greedy cash grab, and the slumlord term has just permanently been affixed to flipping and remodeling or renovating. But that I feel like that term is only attached to that because they can't do it. It's a hard thing to get in. It costs a lot of money to get in that line of work. And most of us, including myself, don't have the resources or funds to get into that. That is something that has been my number one goal and dream since I got into construction, and I still haven't gotten there yet. For most people, they see you, oh, you do it? Piece of shit. You fucking, I'm jealous. Fuck you. You must have daddy's money. You must come from a rich family. Oh, yeah. You had somebody pat your ass. Hey, you probably made a whole lot better financial decisions than I did in my early 20s and 30s. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. So, good for you. I'm proud of you. That's just the way people are. Oh, you got a nice truck, piece of shit. Yeah, must be nice. Must be nice. I have, hold on, Luke, I'm going to come to that. Let me go back up here. I missed some shit. Home front, I will. Tell me, I will. I will watch your video, I promise, when you get it up. That's true. If you can't afford to do it for free, you can't afford it. Must be nice. You hear that a lot, don't you? Must be nice. People say it about me. If they only had it, people think this whole social media thing, like they think, and I feel like the Jake Pauls, the Logan Paul, those guys have given this idea that you turn a camera on, put your shit on YouTube, take me to the damn Ferrari dealership. I'm ready. They just think it's just pouring money. This whole channel, what we're doing is not monetized. None of this is monetized. It's just, I enjoy this, I want it to be monetized, but right now it's not. Must be nice though. Must be nice. So I did not have a strong enough. I was talking earlier about my 6-gallon pancake compressor. I did try to run a sprayer with it. That did not work out too well. So I ended up getting a big one, and I cannot remember the gallons. It's a big one, 40, 50 gallon. But the drain valve is messed up, and it's not. I've got to get it replaced because it's losing pressure. And I also don't. I got someone that needs it, that'll use it a lot more than me. So I actually think I'm gonna probably give that to him and just keep doing what I've been doing, painting by hand, and if I need something sprayed, I'll take it to my buddy. He can spray it, but I do a lot of it by hand. Homefront, I appreciate that. I really do. That means a lot. I really don't, and it ain't like I care if people praise that, but a lot of people don't know. They have no idea. It's just those other guys make it look so easy because they got it figured out. They've been doing this. Jake Paul has been on YouTube since he was 12. And he's got it figured out. He's got a team. He's got people. It looks easy for him. It probably is for him. But I do this. I got to do it all. I got to edit it. Figure out what the hell I'm doing, which I still don't know. And if it weren't for chat, it would suck because y'all keep the conversation flowing. Otherwise, I'm just sitting here looking. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about shopsmiths. Let me pull it up. Today, let's see a shopsmith video. Today we're going to learn about what was that one called? The Mark 7. Today we're going to learn about the Mark 7.
Boy, it is amazing how many...
Hold on. Why are you so fast? All right. Let's learn about the Mark 7.
People are getting more and more into doing things with their hands, being creative, doing woodworking. At the same time, I can say that...
Look at that bike. See, that shit right there.
Feeling that FOMO
That's
type
so
of
cool.
experience. Feel like they're missing out on something. Well, they are. But they feel that because they don't believe they have enough room. It's too expensive to get into woodworking, or they just don't have enough time. Well, let me introduce you to something that addresses all of that. The Shopsmith Power Pro 7. This is a complete woodworking system that fits anywhere. But it does all the operations you're ever going to need to do any kind of a project, large or small. It cuts, it sands, it drills, it bores, it turns even. Beauty is it also shape and route for you. With the Power Pro 7, you have everything you'll ever need to build any kind of a project.
That's cool
Large
shit.
projects, small projects, you're really only limited by your own imagination. You saw that this thing stores here, for me, in a little corner of my garage. It could be a corner of your basement. It could be in a spare bedroom. This is a machine that fits anywhere. Cost? Well, you'll find out when you compare apples to apples, the same capacity, same kind of precision. The Shopsmith.
You know, that's a good point. The cost, yeah, it's expensive, but if you price out a table saw, a lathe, all your routers, I don't even know what else it does. Sanders. You know, if you buy all that shit separately, probably a little cheaper, but hey, that's cool to have it all in one unit. Raymond spent 54 hours editing. I will check out, let me check. Can I check out your video? Can we watch it? Do you care? Oh, what happened? Where'd it go? What just happened? This how things change through time? Is that guy's name Mike Young? Was that Mike Young? I missed that. Is this Mike Young? Did he sell you your headstock? That's cool.
Is far less expensive than a whole room full of freestanding independent tools. Time, because of the way the Shopsmith Power Pro 7 is engineered, it actually makes your project building quicker, simpler, and safer. Come over here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The Power Pro, it uses a smart motor controlled by an intuitive touch screen. When you're ready to saw wood, you press saw.
That's crazy.
You tell them what size blade you're using, what kind of wood, what you're actually doing, sawing or ripping. It sets the speed for you. You don't have to guess anymore. That alone saves all kinds of time when you're building a project. As far as power, the smart motor will let you run on 120 or 240 and delivers up to 2 horsepower, and it'll muscle through any kind of material like a hot knife through butter. You never have to fight doing any kind of operation. Now, when it's time to go from that saw to your drilling machine, let's say, even that's quick and simple. Notice I never have to take a step left or right to go from one tool to the next.
Wow.
How many steps would you have to take to go from a freestanding table saw
That's insane, dude.
I'm ready to go to work right now. Amazing stuff. When you're done drilling, maybe it's time to do some sanding. Well, watch how quick this one is, friends. Here, all I'm doing is removing the drill chuck using the only tool you need for a shopsmith, one Allen wrench. From there, it's a matter of adding your disc sander and your dust chute. Everything on the shopsmith has the ability to plug a shop vac or dust collector in it, so you got no mess. But that quick and that easy, guess what? We're into sanding on a commercial disc sanding machine. Again, it just don't get much easier than that. Your woodworking projects are done quicker and simpler because everything is at your fingertips. I need to show you something else. Come on around this side. I told you this is a smart machine. Let's say it's time for lunch. Well, now I'm gonna go back to our home screen and I'm gonna hit lock. Nobody can get into your machine now. It's password protected. When lunch is all done, come back out to my machine.
Is this what
enter
you
my
have?
Password. We're ready to go to work again. Now, one more thing I should show you that makes all your project building faster is our favorites. Here you have preset RPMs, preset speeds for whatever tool you're actually using at the time. Your saw speed, your drill press speed, your sanding speed, your horizontal boring machine, your lathe speeds. It's all there in favorites. Again, no guesswork. If you're not guessing, you're saving time. If you're saving time, you're building more projects.
That's amazing.
That's doing it the right way. Now, without a doubt, the single most fun tool in anybody's shop, the tool that you can knock out the most projects in the quickest fashion ever, is the wood lathe. But this is the real creative tool. I'm gonna hit lathe. I'm using a piece of software to practice on. It's about a 2-inch piece. So again, there's no guesswork. In any lathe turn, it starts by rounding. The Power Pro just set this proper speed for rounding. Again, no guesswork. It'll then give us our speeds for shaping and decorating, even sanding.
I feel like even if I weren't making anything that was useful, I could spend hours just turning a lathe, just whittling. That is the coolest thing ever to me. Mark 5, Dad bought an 81, and the Mark 7 this past year. That's cool, dude. That is absolutely cool.
This is rounding. This is smoothing. And this is decorating, shaping. This is having fun in the Shopsmith lathe. Now, if you're not into doing weird offset stool legs, maybe you're.
I had no idea what he was making. I thought he messed up.
Bends done on the Shopsmith. So if you like what you've seen so far, you want to learn a little bit more, you want to see even more, what I would recommend is you go to the www.shopsmith.com website.
Now, who is that guy? You said he sold you one. Is he he sold you the power controller? Is he the man? Does he own it? Is that the guy? That's cool as shit, man. I'm really that's really cool. Oh, I'm at 2 hours. I've got to close this down so I can save the file. Dang. Because it's gonna be huge. I'm making do with what I got here on this computer issue, but I got to keep my file sizes as small as possible. But Homefront, I'm gonna check out your video. Oh, he's their main salesman. He looks like a dude that I would buy a Shopsmith from. I could not imagine a Shopsmith salesman looking anything other than that guy. You imagine a 22-year-old I feel like I would only buy a Shopsmith from that man. And if that man didn't sell me a Shopsmith, I would not buy it. Hell yeah, Raymond. No, that's good. I enjoyed this. I think everybody else has dipped out, which is, fine, whatever. But honestly, y'all are the only people I don't talk about this online because it's just, it's so many, I don't know. I could go on and on forever about that, but so many people, oh, you make this and that. Well, how much would you charge to build a vanity for my daughter's bedroom? And then you give them that price. Really? I found this one on Amazon right here for $100. It's every time, and it just it makes me so angry. Like, then go to Amazon and buy you a $100 vanity if that's what you want. I'm going to look. I've still got Homefront's video pulled up in my browser. I'm going to look at that. For sure. That's cool. In elementary school history class, that's cool, man. I secretly wish a lot of times that I kind of accidentally fell into these comedy videos, but I wish I could have had something more educational and meaningful. Well, I don't know. And that's why I try to keep my video not just like dumb, stupid comedy, like slapstick, dumb jokes. Like I try to make them all have some kind of greater meaning. Shit we all relate to every day, but try to make it funny. But I've tried doing that, but it's not received very well to like start in on. If I were to go to woodworking videos right now, they wouldn't be received well. So, but you have to start over, start a whole new channel, which this one right here is proven. That's a whole lot harder than it seems. I thought, because my other channel's big, I was like, shoot, I'll start a new one, man. People will jump, they'll follow me. They don't. So, which is fine. And I'm trying to avoid any kind of ads and things like that. So this channel, everyone that follows this channel wanted to be on this channel. They're not, a lot of people say, why don't I push it on my other channel? I could, and I could probably get some followers that way or subscribers that way. Probably get them to come over if I did it enough. But they're going to come over doing me a favor. Yeah, man, I got you. But they're not going to watch any of my videos. on this because they're not here for this. They're here for that, which in turn destroys your analytics, which when it, the YouTube algorithm doesn't like that. YouTube doesn't really like you having 100,000 subscribers and 500 views. They think it automatically, they think your content probably sucks, or you're scamming followers, buying followers, tricking people to follow your account, whatever. So it needs to be organic, and I'm trying to keep this one organic as much as possible. So it'll be a slow growth on this channel, but I'm fine with that. I enjoy it. Homefront, some of them do mine too, and I'll tell you, most of them that have a serious dramatic undertone, most of those are personal experiences and memories and stories that I put into a video. So they're especially, some of them pull on my heartstrings too. Luke, I agree. Luke, IKEA, Ashley Furniture, places like that have ruined. Nothing to get. I've got Ashley couch, so I'm not like piece of shit. You got Ashley. Hey, Ashley Furniture is affordable. It is what it is. But places like that are just shit quality have absolutely ruined craftsmanship that people just, and I guess if you're not in the market for something specialized, why would you pay $1,500 for a dining room table when you can get a wooden one? Pine, it's wood, a wooden table for $250. If all you care about's a table, then yeah. I've always told people, if all you want is a table or a bed or a coffee table or a mud bench, if you just want that, you don't need mine, because you can get those elsewhere for a lot cheaper. But the problem is, friends would want me to make an extraordinary piece for the price of Big Lots or whatever, because here's what they're going for. They're going for $150. And then, they see pictures and so I want that one. I don't know. It's mostly the younger people. I'll tell you, honestly, the majority of people that have bought stuff from me have been older, and I think they just appreciate, they know detail, they know what they're looking for. Even down to like the routing. I spend so much time on I don't know. But that's all part of it. I'm sure mechanics deal with this. And not saying I hadn't asked for favors, but, I return it. Anyways, I am going to shut this on down. Raymond, Luke, Homefront, thank y'all for hanging out. I think this would have been a much boring stream for a lot of people, but I'm glad They're all dropping out of the trade. Yeah, I can understand that. Like, you can't work on it's machines now. Imagine changing a camshaft. Imagine a camshaft in a 2025 Chevy Z71. That to me sounds like absolute misery. Absolute misery. But I've never done it myself. I've helped change camshafts in a 76 Chevrolet. It's work, but definitely doable. I can't imagine doing something like that. Let the machines handle it. Let them handle that. I don't know. They put so much under I think they put so much under those hoods so you have to take it to it. There's no choice but to take it back to the dealership. Shade tree mechanics cannot, I'm not going to say cannot, don't want to work on these things. Like, just changing a thermostat, you got to take off the rear differential. What? They made it to where it's like you have to. I don't know. It's crazy. It's all money. Robots taking over the world. But I want a robot shopsmith. All right, I'm going to shut this down. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'll probably be back on in a little bit if y'all want to come back and hang out a little bit later on. I'll take a break. I was going to be on all day today, but that's a lot to do. I can't. No breaks. I can't do that. So...